Hi, we've all heard the phrase, if you don't like what you're getting, change what you're given. And in this video, what I want to do is dissect that a little bit for empaths. So without further ado, let's get into it. Hi beautiful souls, for those of you that don't know me, my name is Claire Attio, and in this video I want to dissect the phrase, if you don't like what you're getting, change what you're given. We live in a world of parallels that help us navigate through life's challenges, and it's a really good phrase because we do live in a world where we have givers and takers. And so if you're a taker and you don't like what you're getting, then change what you're given. For example, if you're in a relationship and you want to have some more prime time with your partner, then don't just sit there expecting to be given it. Get up, help them with the mundane BS chores of life, everyday life, running a household, how things run smoothly. Assist them, give differently, and you will receive, you will get different. But what I want to focus on is empaths, because empaths are natural givers. And this video is for the givers. I could sit here, and I have done in the past, talked about self-love, filling your own cup first, and really bringing those energies to you first. But that very often doesn't resonate with a lot of empaths because it feels selfish, even though it isn't. And so this morning I was actually given a visualization which hopefully will help you understand why we as spiritual leaders actually say this, why we encourage this, not so that we create people not so we create more selfish people in this world, because that's the last thing we need, but so that you have a greater understanding of why we want you to bring that back as givers to yourself first. And so what I was actually shown this morning is I was actually shown the scales, okay? And if you think of the old-fashioned scales where you put things in the trays and then it goes up or it goes down. And what I was actually shown, if you keep giving, if you are at a level in your spiritual journey where you know that changes in the takers need to take place, you're not actually helping them by continually giving to them, because what you're actually doing is you are tipping the scales. Their scales are getting heavier. They're becoming more densely entrenched in the 3D world the more you give. And so I want you to think of those scales. I want you to think of how when you're giving, okay, you're rising, you're going up in the ethers, you are in that space of euphoria, that accessing the other dimensions bring, but you're not helping the people that you came here to help. You're actually creating a denser environment for them by keep giving to them without expecting reciprocity, without having the discernment. Now, there are people that you need to give so that they can start to rebalance themselves. But the majority of people, you need to step away and focus that love, that nurturing on yourself. You need to feel comfortable enough that you can come down out of the ethers and be balanced, get my hands right, and be balanced in this earthly existence. And you can only do that by putting more in yours to bring that down. Then you're able to see what is actually needed. Then you are able to practice the discernment of who you give your energies to. And so the phrase of change what you're giving if you don't like what you're getting, normally an empath would translate that, would perceive that of, I've got to give more, I've got to give more. But what you're actually doing by giving more is you're taking yourself further away from the issues that we're here to help solve. And the people that you're helping you are entrenching them further in the depths of 3D reality, which we're trying to, we are lifting out of. We are here to pull them up. And so you have to bring that back into balance. You have to be giving on this side to bring that down, to get comfortable, to get confident in living within the 3D duality that exists at the moment, to best serve those that need to come up. You need to leave them there for a little while. You need to give them the space to work things out for themselves, to allow them to have challenges and work through their karmic cycles so that they can elevate. They have this desire. If you're giving and you're supporting and you're helping to block their lessons, essentially, which aren't very pleasant lessons, let's be honest, some of them aren't going to be very pleasant lessons, but you're not doing them a favor by cushioning that for them, because all you're actually doing is you're keeping them in those cycles, you're keeping them in that 3D density, rather than them going down that rabbit hole and having to do the inner work so that they can raise themselves up. Now, does that mean that you don't from afar wish them well? You don't from afar send them energy to do the inner work? Absolutely. But what you're tending to do at the moment is you are continuing to give, to buffer, to take responsibility for. And what you need to do is you need to bring down that balance so that they start to take responsibility for their own lives. They start to take responsibility for their own soul growth. And they start to take responsibility to make the changes that they need to make, the same as you did. And so I hope you find this helpful. I know when that visualization came in, I thought, yes. And so I do hope that it helps for you to be able to see that in a more visual way. What the importance of giving to yourself. If you don't like what you're getting as an empath, stop over-giving. Stop overcompensating, stop buffering and trying to hold everybody. Let them come up to you. So I'll leave it at that. You take care. Bye-bye.